If you've ever experienced recurring pain that will not seem to go away, this video is for you. There's a patient that came in and said, I have such severe back pain, I can barely move. Putting my clothes on felt like a chore, and it seemed to come out of nowhere. I slept wrong last night. It must have been my mattress or something with how I slept. I'm not really sure, but ever since then, I'm in severe pain and I'm having a hard time getting around. And by the way, this is someone in their 20s, literally in the prime of their life, who is moving like an old man, in his words. And the questions I asked were really related to what I suspected, which was the underlying pattern behind why the parts kept breaking down. If the parts keep breaking down, it's not really the parts that are the problem, it's the thing that controls the parts. That's the central nervous system. Our central nervous system controls how we feel, how we move, and how we function. And similar to a plant, this is like the root system of the body. The leaves respond to it in a dynamic way. They'll wilt, they'll droop. Unless we give the system what it needs, it will show this droopiness time and time again. And then I asked about sleep, and that was the right question. He was only getting 6 hours of sleep. Well, that's not horrible. That's typically not enough. Any less than 7 hours of sleep, and we tend to get into more of a sympathetic dominance, which just means more of like a fight or flight mode. So I'm going to show his scans here on the screen. It really shows us why he had such little margin for error. And we see the white dot represents this individual's, basically how much ability he has to adapt to stress. So the lower this dot is on the plot, the less capacity he has for stress and what life throws at him, or the less margin he has is another way to say it. So if his routine's not near perfect, it's going to result in these pain flare-ups or getting sick more regularly or having a hard time sleeping or feeling like he's got low energy. There was a little different variation of how these blow-ups or how these flare-ups would happen, but they kept happening time and time again. So showing him these scans, I was able to show him, until we resolve this underlying pattern, we can help you. We can put like a Band-Aid on it and a quick fix on it, but I wouldn't expect this to keep going away. And I think this is the reason that a lot of chiropractors still work through the structural lens, is because it doesn't really require the patients to take ownership of lifestyle choices. In our office, we talk about the core four all the time. These are the core four things that really influence health on a deep level. And these four conditions for the human body that are required for us to thrive are: we got to get enough sleep, we got to manage our stress. Easier said than done on that one. We have to get enough movement in during the day, not just like a gym workout, but regularity of movement. And then toxins. Toxins, we talk about blood sugar largely. Like, what are we eating and how is it affecting our biochemistry? These are all important factors in determining the underlying condition of how someone's central nervous system is functioning. So it's not so much what we do day to day, it's how does our energy reserves or the health of our nervous system really compare to the life that we want to live? So if those things are out of balance, we're going to keep running into a wall, whether it's 20s or 30s, 40s or 50s, 60s, beyond, whatever it is. It's never too late. The human body is designed to heal. And when we look at the central nervous system, when we measure it, when we start addressing it through these neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments, what we see is new patterns developing in the nervous system and more capacity to adapt to stress and stressful situations. And ultimately, people live better lives. Not have to sit out of the pickleball game, not have to shorten their run because they feel old, being able to work out without feeling wrecked the next day, to be human without having to restrict ourselves. So if this is you, if you feel like you've been in this recurring cycle of pain, I'd say maybe it's not a structural problem. Maybe it's not treating the body like a car, but rather like a plant. And if you're here in Austin and you want to get started with a scan to measure the health of your central nervous system, we'd love to see you. There's more resources below, both the foundational health guide where we talk about these lifestyle factors and how to overcome some of these things on your own without us. And if you're ready to get started, if you're stuck in this cycle and you're tired of these recurring symptoms coming back, click the link in the resources below and we'd love to see you.